What it do is your boy Shoboat, aka Shobeezy, and welcome back to the Plugged In Podcast. So this episode is going to be kind of fun. So like I told you guys, I have this property that I'm actually going to be putting one of the luxury travel trailers on. So I'm going to take you guys along with me as I looked at the two different trailers that I narrowed it down to. So before I get into that, make sure that you like this video and subscribe to the channel so that way you don't miss any of these new episodes of the Plugged In Podcast that's going to be dropped. The two trailers that I really narrowed it down to are the Forest River Salem 27RK and the Forest River Salem 27RE. They're very similar. They're both 33 footers and they're about 11 feet. The exterior height is 11 feet and some change, so very similar as far as the size of them. The main thing that's different between the two is the floor plan on the inside is completely different. One thing that was very difficult was actually trying to find a dealership that actually had both of these trailers on their lot, so that way I could actually view both of them and kind of get a feel for them. So what I ran into is that a lot of these dealerships didn't have them at all. They only had them available for like a order, like custom order, or they had one or the other on the lot and not both of them. So luckily I was able to find one dealership that wasn't too far away. It's in Sandusky, Ohio. Sandusky is famous for the Cedar Point amusement park. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to actually visit the park on this particular visit, but Sandusky actually had both of them there on the lot. So we're going to go ahead and preview both of those now, and you guys can tell me what you think about it. And also, if there's any questions that you have that I don't touch on in this walkthrough, definitely leave them in the comments. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you might have about either one of these campers and help you out based off of my experience and what I saw, the process of going through the purchase, whatever the case may be. Feel free to ask any of those questions in the comments and I will get back to you and answer those. So the first one we're going to start with is the Forest River Salem 27RK. The RK in the model name stands for rear kitchen, and that is one of the biggest things that distinguish this one different, the floor plan different from the RE. The RK having the rear kitchen kind of dictates what that main living space is going to be like. So let's go ahead and jump into the RK right now. Alright, so here we go with the Salem 27RK. There is the layout right there, the floor plan. And now when you go in, the first thing you'll notice is you see the bins underneath the loungers. Those are actually, and I wish I would have pulled them out here, you can actually pull those out and there's storage bins underneath there, which is pretty sweet because that way you have your storage bins where you can put your items in there and then tuck them away and kind of hide them away, so that way the camper stays clean and neat, and you don't have a lot of clutter from bins stacked up in the corner somewhere or whatever the case may be. You see that it also has the theater seating or captain's chairs, and as you go through you will also see that there is the rear kitchen. Rear kitchen, that is a larger RV refrigerator. They call it a residential size refrigerator. I would kind of compare it to maybe the size of like an apartment refrigerator. Bigger than your normal small RV ones that you see. Then you have the nice finishes in there. That's a 3-burner stove top with the glass cover on it. You have your oven, you have your microwave. To the right of the refrigerator you have the pantry. Nice storage for the pantry, deep, multiple levels. I was pretty impressed with that. And then when you go across here, also in that lounger that does pull out to a bed, you can remove the table on the kitchen and that goes across and that forms a bed as well, so it sleeps a lot. You also have your entertainment area where you have your fireplace with the LED lights in it. Above that is where you will be able to put your big screen TV, what have you. Nice setup, has storage on the side of that as well. Going to the back, you see that is actually a queen size bed. I wish I would have lifted that up. There's actually storage beneath that. You have storage over the bed, storage on each side of the bed. Then going in here, you also have what they call a walk-in closet. Pretty much a standard size closet, but it gives you the depth, so maybe that's why they call it a walk-in closet. Going into the bathroom, you have if you pay attention to that, you'll see the metal bar on the shower. It is kind of bowed out, so it gives you that extra space. So if you are someone that's a bigger person or broad shoulders, it does give you enough room to where you can actually turn around 360 degrees in there. You have two skylights in there. You have the ventilation as well, which is always good for any kind of bathroom, so that way you can get that steam and condensation out of there from the shower running. I like the amount of storage that you have in there. You know, you got counter space on the side, you have storage on the left, storage on the bottom as well. But in the shower, another thing that's really good is that the shower head is actually detachable, so that way you can use it as a hand wash. So if you do have dogs or pets that you travel with, you can actually use this shower. It's not the tub shower combination, but the bottom of it does have a tray on there, has a lip on there, so you can use that to wash your dogs or what have you. If you're camping, you know, dogs can get dirty or get muddy or get into things. So for the shower curtain, it is the accordion style shower curtain. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed with that. The finishes are really nice. You see the herringbone floor and all the nice finishes, the colors, the shiplap, everything. I was impressed with it. All right, so that was the Salem 27RK. The next one that we're going to jump into right now is the Forest River Salem RE. The RE in the model name for this one stands for Rear Entertainment. Very similar finishes and everything on the inside, but the floor plan is completely different in the RE. So let's go ahead and jump into that now so you guys can see. And you see that is the floor plan there for the Rear Entertainment. First thing we see in here is the bathroom. Similar shower. Both of these units are going to be very similar. Skylights, two skylights, and you have the ventilation. You got the shower with the hand washer. Same setup pretty much for this bathroom compared to the RK. Pretty much identical, no difference there. Now here's where you see the difference at though. You go into the main living area and you see it has the same kind of color scheme. This is something that I was looking for specifically, this lighter colored color scheme. The biggest difference that you see in here is you see the island for the kitchen. You have the lounger over there, same lounger with the storage underneath with the cubbies that you saw in the RK. The RE has the same kind of setup, just in a different position. One thing I wanted to point out also is that you see the carpet on the floor. That is the pop out. So, and you can see the pop out if you look at the window right there next to the sofa. So that is a pop out. So what they do with these is they put the carpet on the floor right there because that is where the actual mechanism is for the pop out. So that way it's covered up. On some of the other RVs, they have like a maybe 3 to 5 inch step up, where if you don't want the carpet, it has it in that same like laminated floor, what have you. Me personally, I prefer the carpet. I like that look. I want to have everything all one level. I don't want to have my pop out be a step up, you know, to get to the sofa or what have you. But yeah, and you have the same theater seats. Now these are not the massage seats. You know, just to throw that out there, I've seen people ask about that before. And both the RK and the RE, these theater seats are not the electric massage chairs, but they're still nice. They are comfortable. You'll notice also the fireplace is in a different position. It's right next to the theater seats right here, kind of on the side of the wall in another pop out. But beautiful kitchen. Look at this kitchen with the island. And I'm not sure if this is Forest River, Salem thing all the way across the board, but I know with these two specific models I asked, with the kitchen, you notice how the kitchen has all stainless steel appliances in it except for the refrigerator. And I remember seeing some used models from a couple years ago that had the stainless steel refrigerator. So that was one of the things that I asked multiple dealers about, and they both said the same thing, that they are actually only putting the black refrigerators in these models. I actually got a 2021 model, and the 2022s are, I don't know if they're out yet or if they're able to order now, but he mentioned the 2022 models also are going to have the black refrigerators in them as well. So if you're somebody like me who is searching and trying to get all matching appliances in the stainless steel, with these two particular models, it does not exist. This might be something that's all the way across the board with all of the Salem trailers. Look at all the storage that you have in there, all the cabinets you have. That was the one thing that also stood out to me. You have all this storage space, and then on the island below the sink, you also have more storage there as well. So another big difference on this one is that because it is the rear entertainment and not the rear kitchen, and the rear kitchen behind it, where the theater seats are in this RE, that was where your kitchen was. So in this one, you have the theater seats there, and you have this big, huge picture window. I really like that window, especially for where I'm putting my camper at is going to be in nature. So you'll be able to have that open, and you can just kind of sit there and you can turn those theater seats around and just kind of look out of that back window and enjoy nature. I have dogs, so my dogs, I know they're going to love that, being able to just kind of sit there and lounge and look out of that window and kind of bird watch or squirrel watch, whatever dogs do. But that is also a nice touch as well. So going into the bedroom, these are queen beds in both the RK and RE. This one I lifted up so you can see the storage that's underneath. You see you have like kind of like cubbies under there, and then you have a larger storage where if you want to put suitcases or what have you under there. On the side of the beds, you have the same kind of setup from the RK in there, where you have the storage on both sides of the bed and then storage on top of the bed, and you also have your quote-unquote walk-in closet as well. So that was a walkthrough of the Forest River Salem 27RK and then also the Salem 27RE. After being able to walk through both of those campers, I was able to make a decision on which one kind of suited what I was looking for the most, and what would kind of fit my lifestyle the most. You can't really go wrong with either one. It's just more so about your preference. So after walking through them, my preference is the 27RE. I prefer the rear entertainment, mainly the island. That island in the kitchen is just, it just stands out. It kind of brings like an extra touch of elegance and class to it. So I'm going to go with the RE, and I love that picture window that's in the back of it. So I've actually taken the steps to actually go ahead and start the purchasing process of the RE. So I am getting a brand new one directly from the actual manufacturer. So it's not the one that I actually walked in that was on the lot, buying a brand fresh new one. So with that process, I do have, I don't have a specific delivery date for it yet, but I should be receiving it in either late July or August. They said mid-August would be the very latest that I would receive it. So, which is, I'm perfectly fine with the time frame, and that doesn't bother me at all. So the next step is actually getting the actual land ready for the RV and getting everything done in time. Now this is the part where it can become a little bit stressful. Not necessarily a time crunch. There's enough time to get everything done, but everything doesn't always go as planned, and there's always going to be curveballs. So I'm anticipating that and prepared for that. Get the trees cleared, and then once those are out the way, getting the concrete slab poured, whatever leveling that they have to do before they do that. You know, so I'll bring you guys along with the process for that. And I'm also going to be getting a covering, like basically like a huge carport that's going to go over the RV once it is there on the concrete slab, because with an investment like this, for this kind of money, I want to make sure that it's protected and secured as much as I can. Being in Ohio, you know, we do have rain and snow and sleet and hail, and we get crazy winds. So I'm also going to be adding that into the whole setup. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited to kind of go through this and experience this with me at the same time. Make sure that you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you can be part of the notification gang, so that way you're notified every time one of these new episodes of the Plugged In Podcast comes out. I will see you on the next episode. Shobeezy, I'm out.